Hello everybody, it's House of Tutorials. Today we'll do another set dungeon here. It's been a while, but for today we'll be doing the Wrath of the Wastes for the Barbarian set. As usual, we'll have all the set items, and for the helm, this time around we've got the diamond for more cooldown reduction. And then just, doesn't really matter what gems, I guess you could put strength gems in there to do a little more damage. But the reason I'm missing a ring and an amulet, on this one you do want to make sure you're not doing too much damage. Otherwise you kill everything before you can finish the objective. So you want to get to that sweet spot where you're not killing everything in one hit, but also at the same time it's not taking you forever to kill everything. And then of course I got the Bull Cathos set here. You do want as much fear generation as possible. Plus you want to move as quickly as you can while doing whirlwind, so that's definitely not necessary, but it's highly recommended. And then pretty much everything else here is just what I was using to do rifts and everything earlier, so don't worry about that. But for I will do the cube first. For the weapon, I don't really have many weapons on here. Tried to look through here, I didn't really find many that would be too terribly beneficial. The only one that might benefit you is the Ingyam. For when the elites, you hit an elite, your cooldown reduction is reduced. But honestly, the skill you'll be using really doesn't have that high of a cooldown reduction, or that high of a cooldown, so it doesn't matter too much. But we got the crown there for more cooldown reduction from a helm. Then for the ring, I did have Convention of the Elements on for rifts, but you don't want to be, once again, don't want too much damage. Nothing else I really had. I think it doesn't really matter too terribly much there. But for the sleight here, I didn't have anything at primary, don't really need that. Obviously you need Whirlwind for the dungeon. I went ahead and did this one for 1 Fury for every enemy. There you just, once again, you need Fury the whole time. You're pretty much going to be doing Whirlwind as much as you can. But Ground Stomp here, stuns people. That's extremely important for later. And then this one increases the range and pulls people towards you. That's also extremely important for the achievement. I'll show you later. Next, obviously, Rend, is you do absolutely need this for the achievement, and just increase the range so you hit more enemies around you. And then these other abilities really don't matter, you don't need those. I mean, I guess you could do sprint if you want to go fast, or what's the other one? Furious Charge is one of those where it'll stun people, but not necessary, but it can help. And once again, for passives, we got everything for more fury. Instead of degenerating, we have generating, more fury generation plus more fury. With the 2 mighty weapons, it's 2 more fury per hit, times 2. And then this, you don't really need that, but there's honestly not much else to pick. As you get in the dungeon, you can't be hit by any enemies anyway, so you don't need defense, you don't really want offense. And pretty much everything else is kind of useless, but pick whatever you want. Paragon does matter a little bit, not too much. Obviously, we want movement speed. You want the 50 out of 50 if you don't have boots that give you movement speed, otherwise you're wasting points. You do want cooldown reduction for the ground stomp ability. Don't really need anything here because it can't get hit anyway. And this, obviously you do want resource cost reduction, just so you, once again, use less resources, use this. For the whirlwind there, less fury. But it's pretty much it, little quick intro there. For location, you want to be here in Act 5. It'll be the Pandemonium Fortress level 1. Go there real quick. And then you'll just want to go backwards. And just go back to where you come from in the storyline. As you can see here, moving a little bit faster. We'll do Whirlwind with the Bull Cathos set, so definitely recommend it to get that first. Go up a couple flights of stairs here, and it'll appear right here. So real quickly, the objectives. Rend 10 different enemies once 5 times. That can be difficult, depending on the dungeon, how many groups there are, how spread apart they are. And then don't take any physical damage. Everybody does physical damage, so you don't have to worry about people casting spells or anything. And then as usual, beat it in time. All the objectives. Okay, we get started here. So important thing, you don't... Annoying thing about this set is it had cast little whirlwinds everywhere. So that can do a lot of that's another reason you don't want to do too much damage. Because those will spread around and kill everybody before you have a chance to actually grab everybody. As you can see right there, it did ground stop then rend once you have a big enough group of people, at least 10. So I have mine set to just 1 and 2. So just click 1 real quick, and then right after I click 1, click 2, and then get out of there. Well, don't get out of there, you just start killing people with whirlwind, because if you get hit, it's over. And then you gotta watch out for these stupid swinging things. If you get hit by them, it ends. So just be careful of those. For a weapon, it actually would be good if you had the furnace. I don't have that yet on my season character, but it's definitely recommended to kill these stupid elites. Or, I guess, Ingiam. If you have that, either one, I guess, would be good. But once again, click 1, click 2 real quick, and then just kill everything as fast as possible. Their little poison pools won't hurt you at all. I mean, they'll hurt you, but they won't end the dungeon, so I guess you could have the amulet that prevents any, actually heals you poison damage. That could be beneficial if you need it, if you have a pretty squishy character. But once again, as usual with all these maps, if you only see a couple units, it's usually not worth it to try and go around grouping them up. Just kill them, especially places like this where it's really tight corridors or just a hallway, just kill everything. Especially when you can't get hit, it makes it extremely difficult to stop. And these guys, luckily their animation's pretty long. See when they're going to swing and then whack the ground, so you kind of stay away from them just in case. Here we got two groups coming up. I just got to be real careful. 1, 2 right away, and then kill everything. If you've got any stragglers, obviously kill them. Don't even worry about grouping them up. I believe at the end I actually did end up missing a couple monsters. You have to go back through it. So just make sure with pretty much every dungeon, you got to make sure you kill everything before you move on to the next area. But sometimes it's hard to see them in the snow, but it's not too bad. So once again, you definitely want to concentrate on these little guys, the Fallen. Obviously there's more of them, and they're easier to group up. But at the same time, their attack animation is a little bit quicker. So you got to be careful, make sure they don't whack you. Once again, 1, 2, and then whirlwind, kill everybody. Watch out for the elite, whack his thing. Watch out for these stupid swinging things. Once again, don't even try to group up people in between here. It's not worth it. You'll just end up getting hit by somebody. Just kill everything. And actually already completed it, so right now it's just Hail Mary, just go through. I guess this would be useful if you have some of the abilities right there. I have 3 and 4. If you're not doing enough damage, that'll definitely help you dish out some damage. But otherwise, other than this part, the very end, you don't really need to do that much damage. So again, just to be safe, I mean, even if he's facing the other way, you don't want to risk it. So just if it's like you're swinging it, if you don't kill him already, just wait. Unless you're really pressed for time, otherwise just wait. So basically the rest of it's just going through here. Got a minute left. Just kill everything as fast as possible. At this point, it's really easy. I mean, unless you're really careless, or you run out of fury and you kind of walk around waiting for your fury to regenerate. Otherwise, with all the items and abilities and everything, you shouldn't run out at all. So you just constantly do this. Only thing you have to watch out for are the elites, because they take longer to kill, unless you have a furnace. So just watch out. This guy lifts up his thing. He's stuck. Go ahead and kill him real quick. Bada boom, bada boom. Of course, one enemy. Luckily, I have a decent amount of time left. Get a little worried here, but luckily it's not too far off. Once again, just gotta be careful. But I noticed here on the map, there's one spot I didn't get, so that was pretty close around. But there we go. And of course, got a season achievement as well. There you have it. The whirlwind set here. It's once again like many of the dungeons. It just depends on how many units it grouped out throughout the dungeon. It didn't take me too many tries this time around. I didn't have probably the most optimized gear, but once again, just remember not to too much damage, but not too little. But yeah, any questions, leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and see you on my next video.